Hello everyone, my name is Randy Olson. I'm your Student Government Vice President. Thank you for joining us for our weekly address, where we talk about everything that student government's doing for all of our students at St. Cloud State University. So first things first, tonight we actually have a guest speaker coming into St. Cloud State University. At 8 p.m. in the Atwood Ballroom, we're introducing Harlan Cohen to the entire campus. He'll be speaking about making sure students are getting more comfortable with the uncomfortable and just feeling at home on college campuses. So feel free to stop by. The actual event is free with a student ID, so we'd love to have you there. We'd love to see your faces. Get out the vote. Again, tomorrow is the biggest day, potentially, of the entire year. Elections are happening, and we want to make sure that students are out there getting their voices heard. Politicians craft policy based on what students, how many students are voting. And by having stronger numbers, they have to pay attention to us. So make sure you're getting out to the ballots tomorrow. Make sure that you're out there voting. If you have any questions, check out the description below and we'll get you a link to where you need to go. Academic Affairs. Our Academic Affairs Committee is drafting resolutions currently to establish a representative for the College of Graduate Studies. Now that person would represent all graduate students at St. Cloud State University and make sure their voices are being heard in our Senate meetings. Senators are also continuing to meet with deans and establish Meet the Dean open forums where students like yourselves can actually talk with your dean about advising or other academic issues you may be facing. So senators are working to establish those meetings, and there will be more to come for that in future weeks. Our Campus Affairs Committee is working on making sure that Barton Park is a safe place for all students. Working with the city and our Urban Affairs Committee to make sure those lights are always on every single night. There have been issues over the last couple weeks making sure that there's enough visibility in that area, and we want to make sure that students feel safe. Also, you might not be aware of this, but there's been a bit of an issue in front of Garvey. Students not being able to feel safe walking across the street, cars coming in at high speeds. We want to make sure that we are working on putting signage or stop signage in front of Garvey in that area. We want to make sure that, again, that students are feeling safe. So that's Campus Affairs. Our Cultural Diversity Committee is actually launching an event on November 15th starting at 5 p.m. It's called United We Care, and the goal is to increase awareness of mental health in the Somali community. The event will also be partnered with CAPS, CARE, Health Services, and Active Minds, and we'd love to see you there as well. It should be really a great time. The Constitution Committee is working on a couple different things, but this week our Senate passed 3 resolutions to reform our election policies and make sure that they're much cleaner and clearer and remove corporate sponsorships from student campaigns. We also passed a resolution to ask a question on our fall election ballot about students, whether they might be in favor of a student fee increase to provide feminine hygiene products in most of our buildings across campus. So continue to stay with us on that. We'll give you more details as we get closer. Judicial Council does offer in council mediation, for all student organizations in your org looking for those services. So if your student organization is looking for some mediation or maybe you need a couple just little issues solved, our Judicial Council can help you out. Legislative Affairs is creating a student survey to hear feedback on LGBT issues and advocacy. So that will be in your email box here over the next couple weeks as well, and we want to make sure we're getting as much feedback as possible so we can represent all students on our campus in the best way possible. Our Public Relations Committee is both working really hard on Facebook and Twitter. You can check us out at SCSU Student Gov on either website to learn more about who is visiting our meetings, what we're doing every single week, and you can also go to those meetings. It's every Thursday night in the Atwood Cascade Room. We'd love to hear your voices there as well. They'll also be working on making sure students are getting out to see Harlan Cohen. Again, that's tonight at 8 o'clock. The United We Care event that was mentioned earlier, and they're also working hard with the Husky Howler that you receive every Monday morning to see what else is going on across campus, so you can get involved and really make a difference at St. Cloud State. Our Student Services Committee is working on a Safe Walk program to address concerns with Metrobus. There will be more details on in the future, but we just want to let you know that safety is a really big concern for us, and we want to make sure that all students feel safe. So look forward for more details here in the coming weeks. The Urban Affairs Committee is drafting up committee bylaws and establishing a position to represent off-campus students and ensure that that committee description for that group is much clearer for future years as well. Our Field Allocation Committee works with director managed areas to make sure that they're funded and that they can serve students in the best of their abilities, one of which is the Women's Center. I actually joined the committee last week and visited the Women's Center, and they gave us a breakdown about where money's being spent and how they plan on working with funds next year. So it's really exciting to see the work they're doing. They're doing some really fantastic work for all students on our campus. So definitely learn more about the Women's Center. Our Senate Finance Committee just approved multiple finance requests, and just this last Thursday during our Senate meeting we approved those. So many student organizations will be receiving funds this week for their events over the next couple weeks to end the semester. If your student organization is looking for money to fund an event, a speaker coming to campus, like Harlan Cohen, for example, tonight, we'd love to help you out. Just grab an application, check out for more information in our student government office, and we'd be happy to help you out. Our technology fee committee is meeting with the interim provost, myself included, and Michaela, your president, with Glenn Davis to discuss the student success offer, which should really help out students when it comes to advising, meeting with other people on campus, and really just keeping track and make sure students are doing everything they can to be successful. We're going to see exactly what that meeting details, and we'll get to you some more information in the coming weeks for that as well. So, our Students United, which is the last thing, this weekend, all of the students from St. Cloud State University within our Senate hope to be at our Delegates Assembly this Friday through Sunday in the Twin Cities. We will be discussing and representing St. Cloud State at the state level to make sure that all of our student voices are being heard in big decisions that could affect each and every one of us. We want to make sure that we're better in defining and consolidating the definition of affirmative consent at the state level, so that way all campuses are abiding by the same rules. Also, we want to make sure that we're working hard on priority registration for student parents. Two very important issues for us as we head into that conference this week. And we'll be actually shooting video for this weekly address there Sunday night, so that way you have all the information you need about what we've done at that conference. So our organization has never been busier, and we're working really hard to represent all students on our campus, but of course we can't always reach everyone. If you have any comments, concerns, or any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. But first of all, again, thank you so much for taking the time to hear what makes our campus an SCSU for you. We'll see you next week in the cities, and have a great rest of your week.